President Trump has brought you up again, Alex. It's easy. Tucker is a low IQ person, always easy to beat, and highly overrated. So are Megyn Kelly, Candace, really dumb and mentally ill, and bankrupt Alex Jones, who is completely fried. There are others also. Then we have some very good true MAGA all the way, and smart. I should do a list of good, bad, and somewhere in the middle. Wouldn't it be fascinating? President Donald J. Trump. Alex Jones responds to President Trump. This is my response to the new attack on President Trump launched on myself and other sane American patriots. The evidence is overwhelming. President Trump is committing political suicide on purpose and has made a deal to sabotage the midterms. So wait a minute. I thought he had dementia. So does he have dementia or is he doing it intentionally? I can't keep up. Also, sane American patriots like Candace Owens?
You don't get to ask those questions.
For the second time in a week and a half, President Trump has come out and viciously attacked myself and other prominent people that have warned about the Iran war being a total disaster, which has been proven to be. He calls me a low IQ loser and all the rest of this stuff. We can have a go. Now I'm fired, and he endorses the Democrat Party lawfare against me that the CIA and DOJ ran publicly, and that the same groups that targeted him ran.
He didn't say fired, did he? He said fried, right? He said fried, not fired, Alex. Fried, meaning your brain is fried.
And the Paul Weiss law firm did a $40 million settlement with him last year and admitted to criminal activity. So he's now siding with the actual criminals. But let's talk about the bigger issue first here. Trump had a 56 approval rating 8 months ago when Doge was roaring and Elon was there and all the rest of it. Now he's got a 33. He's lost 80% of his support in independents. The Republicans are going to lose the midterms massively coming up in just 7 months. And even Susie Wiles has told him that and told the press all that this needs to stop. But he doesn't care. He is committing political suicide for our own movement. And he's turning against all the major pillars of the movement, blocking RFK Jr., trying to get rid of the poison shots all of a sudden, giving total liability protection to deadly glyphosate, Roundup. It goes on and on. So I don't support this new Trump. But this isn't about his attack on me. It's about the craziness of this when even on his own Truth Social and in polls, it is wildly unpopular. And he has all these neocon sycophants that were his enemies and never Trumpers praising him and saying how great he is and that we all need to be arrested because we work for Qatar. Last year as hell don't. So here's where we are right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are at a crossroads, and Trump is committing political suicide. Use the Japanese term, seppuku. No one who has any brain cells can deny that fact. And as I said when this war started back on March 1st, it came out 5 days before that the intelligence.
Well, I mean, you talk about when the war started. I'm pretty sure Tucker Carlson said that this war is going to result in thousands and thousands of dead U.S. soldiers. I'm pretty sure Tucker said that. Where we stand on those predictions there, Tucker? Just curious.
Agencies in the Pentagon gave him a report saying 92% chance this fails. Israel's lying to you. Iran's not about to attack us with a nuclear weapon. But he went with Netanyahu's lies and his Mossad chief's lies, who said the war could be won in 4 days and then Iran would fall. Now here we are into this almost a month and a half or more. We've been proven right. I'm a loyal American. I supported MAGA because so much good was done compared to the Democrats. This is a new Trump. And it's so unhinged. He's the guy that had all these countless bankruptcies for casinos and hotels and, basically he's pump and dumps. But then he looks at me that was shut down by $1.5 billion judgment that tried to shut me down that was totally rigged. And now he's siding with the people that attacked him against myself and others. So this is the new Trump. He can't be this stupid. He's made some deal with the globalists up above it. No doubt.
So wait a minute. So again, is it dementia or is he making deals with the globalist or is he working for Israel? Like, which is it? None of this makes sense.
The Rothschilds are his biggest bankers. That's on record. They're the financiers of most of his properties, not the Russians, the Rothschilds out of the UK. And he's sabotaging the midterms. This is a deal. He's not this stupid. And watch what happens in 7 months with the midterms. That is the facts. But he's all saying, I'm fired. Fired from what?
Alex, he didn't say you're fired. He said, who is completely fried. And you're confirming that right there. He said you're fried.
I'm not ever needing access to Trump. I don't, at the end of the day, care about what Trump thinks about me. I wanted Trump to be good. I wanted his policy to be good and not turn against what he stood for. But I'll tell you this, we are shutting down May 30th because the Texas receiver is cutting off, the satellites and everything. We have the Alex Jones Network at AGN Live on X, right here at Real Alex Jones, on Rumble. Same radio stations will pick it up. All of it will have a new news site we're announced very soon. People will find us. We'll continue on. Truth is, our numbers are bigger than ever.
Well, I mean, I thought that wasn't InfoWars supposed to shut down last year? I was told that InfoWars was shutting down last year.
What we're saying is popular. 80+% of Americans are against the ground troops, 70+% against this war. Trump is not out of touch, though. He is run by the Israel lobby. I knew they influenced him before, but it's just a fact now. They brag about it. And that's where we are. And so we shouldn't have foreign powers running our country, our foreign policy, our domestic policy. It's just so sick. And I told Trump, if he keeps attacking his base, I don't want to attack him, but we have to because it's so crazy what he's doing, and it fits into the larger picture. So I'll be filing some detailed reports here in the next few days on all of this. Look for more right here on Real Alex Jones on X and the Alex Jones Show here on Rumble. Be sure to follow us here. And just God bless you all. Let's pray for President Trump to hopefully wake up. But I don't think
Kentucky fired chicken, right? Kentucky fired chicken.
that's going to happen. We have to continue to promote nationalism, conservatism, Christian basic freedom, constitutional government, free market capitalism, and support the great work of Elon Musk and others and the good Republicans that are out there that are absolutely horrified by this. I talked to a lot of people in the cabinet, in the government. They're all completely freaked out. That's how I get a lot of information. Trying to get Trump back on track. Charlie Kirk thanked me for trying to stop the last.
Oh, no, God. You're bringing Charlie Kirk into this now? Alex. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That are out there that are absolutely horrified by this. I talked to a lot of people in the cabinet, in the government. They're all completely freaked out. That's how I get a lot of information. Trying to get Trump back on track. Charlie Kirk thanked me for trying to stop the last Iran war. But back in June of last year, no one was going to lead to this. He thanked me for pressuring Trump publicly to release the Epstein stuff because that was the right thing to do. Plus, it's unpopular not to. That is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. And so people are trying to make this.
For those that have watched Alex Jones, in detail, okay, over the years, did Alex ever, when Charlie Kirk was here, did Alex ever put Charlie over big time when Charlie was alive? That is a genuine question that I do not know the answer to. So I'm asking people that have watched Alex Jones religiously, has he ever put Charlie over as the top guy in the MAGA movement? Did he ever talk about Charlie's impact in the MAGA movement and how important Charlie Kirk is to, young voters, and how if it wasn't for Charlie Kirk, we wouldn't? I'm pretty sure he hasn't. Okay. I'm pretty sure that he never did. But maybe people that have watched him longer know. But I would bet money that he has never put Charlie Kirk over as this important institution to the MAGA movement. But now, all of a sudden, Charlie Kirk thanked me. Charlie Kirk thanked me. He was all, oh my gosh, man. This is TDS does this shit to you, bro. It really does.
But back in June of last year, no one was going to lead to this. He thanked me for pressuring Trump publicly to release the Epstein stuff because that was the right thing to do. Plus, it's unpopular not to. That is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. And so people are trying to make this a popularity contest. Ooh, the president said you're not cool. You're crying. No, I'm crying over Trump destroying MAGA and really derailing our America First agenda. But it's okay. He just rode in on this wave. We'll keep fighting. There's a global awakening.
Wasn't it? Was it Joe Kent that also said Charlie Kirk stopped me in the hallway and said, thank you for stopping the Iran, the Iran operation. Didn't Joe Kent say that? I didn't really know Charlie, but I was walking through the hallways of, Congress or some shit that he was saying. And he's like, Charlie Kirk, he came up to me and he said, Joe, thank you. Thank you so much for stopping the Iran. What the fuck, man? Seriously.
And the last time I saw Charlie Kirk on this earth was in June. And in the West Wing in the stairway, and I said hi to him, and he looked me in the eye, and he said very loudly, and it's a small. You've been in the West Wing. It's small. It's a tight space, and he said, "Joe, stop us from getting into a war with Iran." Very loudly.
He was single-minded,
and he walked off, and he went, I believe, into the Oval.
This is crazy. So you have Candace, who's built her entire online personality around Charlie Kirk. You got Joe Kent, who wants to sit there and pull the Charlie Kirk card. Now Alex Jones is talking about, like, Charlie Kirk personally thanked me. Like, oh my God. Alex also had another post right here. Here we go.
MAGA is dead, and President Trump is the person that killed it. I could spend an
MAGA is dead, and Trump is the person that killed it.
hour breaking down how in the last 8 months, Trump has changed course on so many of the bedrock issues that he campaigned in the last 3 campaigns for. And I'm not coming out and criticizing Trump today because he attacked me again on Truth Social, calling me a loser, bankrupt, that he's fired me, and just all this childish.
This is the second video that Alex made. So he's had time to look to see what the word was, and he's still claiming Trump claimed he fired him.
High school apprentice level crap. No, it's because President Trump continues to carry out policies that will make the Republicans lose in the midterms. They're far from perfect, but this is literally energizing the Democrats and destroying any legacy Trump would have to continue MAGA into the future. So you got to ask, why is he doing that? A lot of evidence points towards Israel via the Epstein files blackmailing Trump.
Okay.
Not Trump himself, but people very, very close to him. That evidence is mounting.
Okay.
But a key piece of evidence about Trump's obvious turn towards the establishment is 6 months ago, he ordered via Todd Blanche, we now know, who's now the head of the DOJ, deputy head then, to kill Ed Martin's investigation into the DOJ and CIA. It's been partially declassified.
Trump's infamous line, "You're fried."
Running the whole fake show trial lawsuits with the Democratic Party against me through the Paul Weiss law firm and the documents with the DOJ funding millions of dollars to pay for it, completely illegal. Trump stopped the government weaponization task force leader from going after them when they had open and shut documents proving that they did it, ladies and gentlemen. We published and covered in multiple reports.
I mean, I appreciate that Alex had a really personal conversation with Charlie Kirk, and I'm glad that, even though we've had so many private, unconfirmed conversations with Charlie Kirk, why don't we hear what Charlie Kirk actually had to say in his own words?
And you might say, Charlie, do you support or oppose this? I support President Trump. That's my answer. I know the man. He's the commander-in-chief. He's the man for the hour, and he's had the weight of the world on his shoulders. So in a situation like this, I support my friend, and he's had my back and I have his. That's my perspective. By the way, I also look at this and I say, and I understand the arguments of people that, don't intervene and all that. I get it. But boy, have we not exhausted so many diplomatic channels and options. Here is Netanyahu 261 praising and congratulating President Trump. Play cut 261.
So that's directly from Charlie Kirk, words that we can actually hear. I think that Charlie Kirk's assassination has truly shown us how it's a great insight into how filthy and dirty the world of politics is. And that's the sad reality of this. And a lot of people kind of put their heads in the sand because they get to see only what's presented to them within the world of politics. And I'm not going to say I have any inside information. I just have common sense. And common sense will tell you that the world of politics is a very horrible place. It's the worst place. The world of politics makes Hollywood look like, a fantasy land of positivity. That's just the truth, man. Like, politics is filthy. It's the worst of the worst. I think House of Cards does a fantastic job of giving you a little bit of insight into just how filthy and disgusting the world of politics is until the final season. Don't watch the final season, but it does a great job. And I mean, in hindsight, now, Kevin Spacey being in the role of Frank Underwood actually is even more believable now than it was. It really is. But yeah, it does give you some good insight into it. But watching everything that's played out And even if you go into what Alex Jones is doing right here by using Charlie Kirk in apparently a private conversation that they had, it's so sad, man. But this is where we are.
Reports and that are also published on federal websites about money that's been transferred. And now he's come out specifically joined the Democrat Party talking point saying, oh, you're a bad Sandy Hook person. You did all this imaginary stuff I never did. And you're bankrupt, so you're a failure and all the rest of it. When he's declared bankruptcy way more than I ever have. He's done it 3 times. I've done it once. And I was forced into it, not because I was insolvent in my operation, but because I didn't have $1.5 billion for their fake judgment against the First Amendment. So this is a big deal, ladies and gentlemen. And again, I see all these people commenting, going, oh, you're not part of the Trump team anymore. You're not cool.
This starting to remind me of what Alex was going through about, maybe it's 6 months ago. Time moves really fast on the internet, so maybe it was a year ago. But a lot of you are going to remember this. I've brought it up a few times. Alex was getting an insane amount of hate from the anti-Israel crowd. It was bad. It was very bad. They were chirping and they were in his comments and they were accusing him of being an Israeli, shill and Mossad agent, all that. It was bad. They were going at him big time. And he really does get worked up by that stuff. It bothers him. And now he's completely flipped to now, he's on the opposite side of that. And so the same people that were accusing him of being an Israeli shill are now praising him for calling out Israel. It's a crazy cycle.
At the cool kids table, and I saw Joe Kent come out and say, hey, we hope Trump a few hours ago, we hope Iran really did say they're going to give up all the enriched uranium and the rest of it. It'll be a big victory. But the problem will be restraining Israel. And I saw the comments, half of them like, Joe Kent, stop trying to kiss Trump's ass. You're off the Trump train. He resigned. He doesn't want to be on the Trump train. He's still trying to influence ending this war. He resigned and said, I'm doing this to bring attention to the war so Trump gets back on track. It's not like you're no longer at the cool kid table, so you can't warn that Israel will break the ceasefire. Now, Kent said that about 4 hours ago. Guess what happened?
It's like, no matter what you believe right now, and this is a perspective that people don't get, all right? Alex is upset because there are people coming at him because he's taking shots at Trump. Again, I have people coming after me for being supportive of Trump. Welcome to the fucking internet, man. This is how it is. You're going to have people coming at you all the time for if you have strong opinions, the internet is going to come at you. That is how it works. Simple as that. But anyway, continuing on.
2 hours ago, Israel began bombing and shelling southern Lebanon that Trump said they'd agreed not to anymore. And Trump said, that's enough already. And went, incredible. And I knew when I saw it, I just sat back and I said, Israel will probably start bombing them in a few hours. It's got to be like 15 times Trump says the war's over. It's actually 27 times he said it's over, but at least 15 times he says Israel's going to stop bombing, and they keep doing it. Or he says the strait's open, now it's closed. I don't care about the strait, open the Epic Strait. I mean, this is all not part of the deal. This is Israel doing whatever it wants and treating Trump like an idiot and humiliating him.
I would like to remind everybody that not too long ago, maybe a month, maybe two, Moist Critical said that Alex Jones does nothing but cover up for Trump and suck up to him.
I guess they all got the call, so Alex Jones here preaching about how Pam Bondi just unleashed the full Epstein files. She dropped her trousers and took a shit on this whole narrative that the Epstein files implicate anyone in this administration. In fact, it backfired bigly on the left, on powerful Dems like Bill Clinton. And others busted while fake smears against Trump are bullshit. Vindication for Trump. It's crazy how Alex Jones, for years, was talking about this elite pedophile ring that was raping and torturing and killing children, and now he is finally proven beyond a shadow of a doubt to be right. He was completely correct on that, and now he has to pussyfoot around the subject, just tiptoeing, walking on eggshells because some of his friends are in there. Dude went from secretly filming Bohemian Grove to being best buddies with its members. So now, we all know that this is correct. Alex Jones could have taken a victory lap on this shit, but instead he's been preoccupied with 6'7" Labubu and whatever other dog shit that is, and anytime he mentions the Epstein files, he has to do so with Trump's cock in his throat about it. He only focuses on the most easy, low-hanging fruit of the Epstein files like Bill Clinton. Alex Jones explores the Epstein files like this with his hands over his eyes, really scared, making sure to put on the blinders so he could block out all of his friends' names so that we can laser focus on easy shit like Bill Clinton, who everybody knows is guilty in all of this. Real groundbreaking stuff, Goober. It's incredible what a paid shill this guy is.
That is what Moist Critical said without doing any research whatsoever. Alex Jones has been going after Trump for 6 fucking months. And Moist Critical said Alex Jones will cover up for Trump no matter what.
Running our damn foreign policy. This is insane. And I've never had a hard on for Israel. Everybody knows that. But my God, Israel and Netanyahu really is trying to take control of this country right now. And it's wrong. And it's crazy. And the Democrats are happy as pigs and you know what. So this is just insanity, folks. I didn't sign on to support Trump so he could give total liability protection to glyphosate Roundup or put in pro-poison shot people above Kennedy to kill what he's doing. And the list goes on and on. Now he's backing off on deportations. This is bad, folks. So I hope the Iran war winds down. I wish the mullahs would have fallen a couple of days, but the Pentagon assessment said it wouldn't. And I was right to say that. And then I'm this big traitor. I'm the Qatari agent. The people out there attacking me.
I love how I love how Alex is saying Trump is controlled by Israel, but he gets upset because people say he's controlled by Qatar. It's like, dude, if you're going to dish it out, you're going to have to take it, man. Like, I'm the Qatari agent. Well, you said Trump is the Israel agent. Like, it's just how it goes, bro.
I wish the mullahs would have fallen a couple of days, but the Pentagon assessment said it wouldn't. And I was right to say that. And then I'm this big traitor. I'm the Qatari agent. The people out there attacking me are like children. All you know how to say is, you're not part of the Trump thing anymore. Be quiet. You're not part of the Trump team anymore. Part of the Trump thing. I was on air decades before he ever ran for office. I helped Ron Paul build the platform of liberty that's spreading worldwide. I'm 1776. I'm the Patriot OG. I don't need Trump. Trump's been nothing but hell for me. Nothing but.
Alex is an OG. Never going to take that away from him. I will never take away what Alex has done. Never take that credit away from him. But the bottom line is there's always a bigger dog. And Trump is the biggest dog. And Alex, you have finally ran into someone that you cannot use your charisma and your entertainment and your jokes and your one-liners. None of that shit works on Trump, bro. None of it. And I don't know if this is, the reaction to realizing that you don't have it when it comes to Trump, but Trump is him. Just is.
Attacks for me. So at a deep level, but I mean, he's gotten so bad, I was still supporting him, even though I was under major attack. He's taking a lot of weight off me now. Okay. So, I don't want to be on your Trump train, bro. I hope he gets back to some semblance of goodness. We can salvage this.
Hold on.
On your Trump train, bro. I hope he gets back to some semblance of goodness. We can salvage this.
You hope he gets back to some semblance of goodness. How does that work? So there's 2 major accusations that Alex Jones has made in the last couple of rants. Okay, last week he said Trump had dementia. Trump doesn't come back from dementia. Trump doesn't recover from dementia. If he has dementia and he has it to the level that you claim he is, he doesn't get back from that. He doesn't come back from that. Okay, secondly, you said he's bought and paid for by Israel. You don't come back from that. Like, it's not like he can go, hey guys, I changed my mind, Israel. Hey, that deal I changed my mind. You don't come back from that. What this is Alex Jones pulling a Skip Bayless. Okay. But Skip Bayless would always hedge his bets. Okay. He would always hedge his bets.
Aaron Rodgers is historically, transcendentally, specially great. No, you know why? Because Aaron Rodgers is hot and Aaron Rodgers is cold. Are you kidding me? He is not consistently historically great, transcendentally great. He's above anybody who's playing this game on a human level right now. He's also the most overhyped quarterback in the history of pro football. That is the most laughable statement you have ever made in the history of this show. Okay? So it's It's Aaron Bleepin Rodgers. He's Errant Rodgers, ERRANT Rodgers. Here's what you won't have an answer for. The play of the game and the play of the year and the play of this century. That was special. There was nothing special about this play.
So Alex is like hedging his bets. He's like, okay, maybe if Trump fixes it, maybe if things turn around in Alex's mind, and he could be like, well, Trump actually fixed it. It's like, hold on just a minute. You don't fix dementia, and you don't fix being bought and paid for by Israel. You don't just change that. That's not like going to Walmart within your 2-week window and going, hey, this vacuum cleaner that I bought, I'd like to return it. I'm within my 2-week window. Like, if he is actually, truthfully, as you believe, Alex, if he is paid for by Israel, by Netanyahu, by the globalist, whoever it is at this point, I can't even fucking understand what he's saying at this point. But let's he's bought and paid for by powerful people. Okay, that's his overarching high level view of it. You don't go, hey guys, changed my mind. You're like, well, what do you mean you changed your mind? You can't change your mind. It's not like blackjack, no trade back. Oh, I had my fingers crossed, Israel. I'm going to change my tune now. This makes no fucking sense.
I was still supporting him. I was under major attack. It's taking a lot of weight off me now. Okay. So, I don't want to be on your Trump train, bro. I hope he gets back to some semblance of goodness. We can salvage this. But all you people saying I'm wrong and you're smart. Oh, look, into the war day again. Oh, ADD chess. It all fell apart in hours. You're fools. And when the Democrats win the midterms in a huge sweeping victory, just remember I was right. There's not much time to turn this around right now. And I don't think it'll be turned around because all that's left in MAGA is a bunch of insane, idiotic cult members who have zero political understanding. As for me, I'll continue to fight. The InfoWar lives forever. Follow me on next Alex Jones on Rumble, The Alex Jones Show. So much more coming. God bless you all.
I still love Alex Jones, though, with all that said. Still love the man. I do. I can't help it. He's Alex fucking Jones, man. So still love you, Alex. But holy shit, bro. Holy shit. You are completely unhinged. So I just don't know what to say, man. It's crazy. But again, Trump always wins. That's the bottom line, okay?